And Jesus then at that point did something that is kind of interesting. He wakes her up. He takes her to her parents. What's the first thing he tells her parents to do? Feed her. Okay? Could Jesus have went, there's a plate of food? Yes. What did he expect them to do? Their part.
Be your parents.
Their part. What does he expect us to do? Our part. Yeah, there's things we can't do, but if we aren't willing to do our part, would that girl continue to live? No. They ain't going to feed her, she ain't going to live. He expects us, even though he can do some things, he expects us to do our part. To step in and do what we need to do. So, Jairus is a pretty good example, because Jairus did what we as men need to do, or ladies. What did he do? He asked Jesus into his house. He asked Jesus to come in. And it doesn't matter how hard we work, it doesn't matter what we do, it doesn't matter how much we give. If we don't ask Jesus into our house, it doesn't work. Psalms 127 verse 1. Unless the Lord builds a house, the work of the builder is wasted. Unless the Lord protects the city, guarding it with sentries will do no good. If the Lord isn't in your house, I don't care how hard you work, it ain't going to work. It just isn't. So what do we need to do as parents, as fathers, as we need to ask Jesus into our life, into our house. We need to do our God-given duty. As dads, I'm challenging you. You need to be involved in your children's life. You need to be involved in that family worship. You need to be involved in, the Bible stories, the prayers. Don't let your wives be the only ones doing this. They need to see the example of dad as much as the example of mom. Because that's typical for this country. Is mom will keep bringing the kids to church even when dad stops. We got to do our part as moms and dads to make sure our kids are ready for heaven. So as the years went on, this child was raised back to life, lived on for the rest of her life there. The story was then passed to their grandchildren, and I'm sure to the grandchildren, to the great-grandchildren, and everything, of the hope of having Jesus come to your house, right? This concept of if you bring Jesus, everything will be okay. Do you have that hope today? Do you have that hope of will Jesus' second coming, Jesus coming to your house? Are you doing your part?
Amen.